Howdy, you two. Welcome back. Got a number of packages here. Do a mail call from Southern Metal YouTuber here, and he does half-dollar live streams. Done an auction, at least one anyway. I got some items from, and some informational videos. He's currently at 2,000 subscribers. He'll be having a giveaway here in the next few days. So if you haven't subscribed and commented on his 2,000 subscriber video, do so as soon as possible. I'll put a link down below. Anyway, we'll be back in just a little bit. We'll open up these 4 packages on the left and lay them out, and then we'll open the priority mail package. I'm sure there's a bunch of auction stuff in there. Anyway, see you back here in a bit. Okay, we got everything laid out here from the first 4 packages. Pretty sure all these were from half-dollar hunt stream donations and finds. We'll go through these, try to fairly quickly. Got a couple 1967 40% Kennedys, 5 1968 Denvers, a couple really nice ones there, and 4 1969 Denver, all 40%. 90%, we got 1 1964 Philly and 2 1964 Denver 90% Kennedys. For clad, we got a 1972 Denver gold plated. Pretty nice gold plating on that. Not worth anything though, really. We got 1 1987 Philadelphia NIFC. Most people know, but if you don't, 1987, no coins were issued for circulation, half-dollars. And these are pretty low mintage, actually lower than the proof 1987 S's. A little over 2 million minted of those. So those are collectible. Got a couple proof coins. We've got a 1973 San Francisco proof, a 1977 San Francisco proof. The 73 is in pretty good shape. And then we've got a 1971 D, and it is a DDL. I'll just put it up here, but I do have some pictures of the double die obverse. I believe it's an FS 101. I'll have to do a little more looking. And I also got a picture from the Variety Vista website. That shows the doubling on the US&T that I took a picture of. Pretty good shape. I don't think it's mint state, but it's pretty close. It's probably an AU 58. And to get it graded, an MS 60, I looked it up, and they're around 40 bucks. So really getting it graded, less possibly doing it by annex, it's hardly worth it, but I may do it because that coin is really nice. And then we'll kind of skip over. You see here, got a whole bunch of foreigns. And as part of his donation tiers, he gives you 4 coins that he calls carp coins. They're non-silver, foreign, and it includes coinage from like Mexico, Panama, Israel, Spain, Portugal, whole bunch of countries. Kind of interesting. I really don't have much for foreign coins, but I mean, it's carp, but it's something different, something I really don't have in my collection. And then we'll jump back here. We got Benji's 90% silver. We got a 61 Denver, a 62 Denver, and a 63 Denver. All pretty dirty. And then we'll skip down here to the Washington quarters. We got a 1942 San Francisco minted and a 1943 San Francisco minted. They're both pretty slick, but they are both a little better dates. So that's kind of cool as part of the donation. And we got a 1955 Denver Roosevelt dime, 90%. Got a 1944 San Francisco Merc dime. Then we got a couple war nickels, 35% silver. And there is a 42P and a 42D. Or no, Philly. 42 Philly and a 44 Philly. As you can see, you got the mint mark. That's usually over in the corner on the older Jefferson nickels. So those are the war nickel silvers. 42, they actually made both silver and the nickel. That is a silver one because it would not have a mint mark on the back. And then up here, go up here, and I think this is a 2017. Yes, it is. And it's a San Francisco. This is one of the, it's not proof, but they are released by the mint. Excuse me. In packages or rolls or whatever. They're not found in circulation unless somebody dumps them. Then we got a couple Barber House. Got a 1907 and a 1907 Denver. That's a Philly, Denver. Both are pretty slick, but they are Barbers, so they got a pretty good premium on the silver price. Then, again, this was part of my donation tier. I got an 1833 cap bust in pretty doggone good shape. Take a look at it there. It may be cleaned, and more likely it is clean, but I believe it's a solid VF 20 grade, if it were to get a grade. It's got a few scratches right there on my finger and right up there above the eagle. But I don't know if that'd be enough to disqualify it for scratches or not, or if it was cleaned. But that is a pretty cool coin there. A little bigger than a normal $50. Then last but not least, got a 1 gram. I don't know if you call this a slab. It's just so tiny, but it is a 1 gram bar Geiger. That's pretty cool. And a 2006 ASE First Strike MS69. Very nice. Not a 70, but even still, that's a really nice coin. I don't really see a whole lot wrong with it. But anyway, that's all for this round. We got another priority mail package to open up here, and we'll be back after the break. Okay, we're back. I got everything laid out here that was in the priority mail package. And it looks like we had a couple $50 donations that I got and some auction items. And we'll start off here, 90% Kennedys. We got two 1964 Phillies. Clad, we got 1972 S-Proof. San Francisco, 1997 San Francisco Proof. Got a sticker coin. Nothing fancy, it's Clad. Got a bunch of carp here. That's what told me it was two donations. We got 8 coins there. There's like, from Germany, Spain, and Great Britain are some of the countries represented there. And for the donation tiers, we got an 1854. Pretty slick. Seated $50. It's New Orleans mint. And it's got the arrows at the date, or pointed away from the date. And that was in recognition, or to let people know there was several coins minted at that time that there was a reduction in the silver. In 1853, they reduced by 1 gram the weight of those coins. Then I think it was in 1856 they took away the arrows and kept the same weight, which is where we are now, like 12.4 grams of weight on the $50. Then we got a couple little half dimes here, little tiny things. I don't know if I can even hold them here, hardly. Got an 1832 cap bust. Got pretty good detail. Liberty is showing up real nice there. See the 5 cent, and that thing is tiny. And we got a seated half dime. It's an 1857. I think we can see the Liberty there on it. It's a little dark, but still in pretty good shape. And that was for my donations. And then on to the auction items. I won't go through the dates, but we had 13 Indian head cents from 1885 to 1907. I bought these, and if you've watched my videos, I have put together an Indian head cent Whitman album, and I am only missing the 1877, the key date. But some of them cents in there are kind of rough, so I just bought these. There's probably a couple of these that will upgrade that album, and leftovers will go into my old album, and it will be a second album of Indian head cents. And then we got a lot of 40 Barber quarters. I knew that there was a few double dates and stuff, but this will start my Barber quarter book. I've got some others around here that hopefully I can fill a few more of the spots in the book, but we'll just go through these now, and here within, some time we'll do a Barber fill, quarter book fill. But we'll go through the dates here. Got an 1892 filly, an 1895 filly, an 1897 filly. Got a couple of them, got a few of them. Got 3 or 4 1898 fillies. And 1899, got a couple fillies. Got a New Orleans mint. And then I'm going to put up a picture right now of this bottom coin here. And I believe this is a San Francisco. You look in that picture, I got an arrow pointed at it, and I can see it under the loop too, and I'm pretty certain there's an S for San Francisco in the mint mark area. And if that's the case, that is a key date. Barber quarter, 708,000 minted. So that was a pretty good find in this lot. We'll go on. We got a 1900 filly, 1901 filly. Got a few 1904 fillies. Got a 1905 filly, a couple 1907 fillies. Got a 1908. Got a couple fillies, about 3 or 4 New Orleans, and a couple Denvers. 1909, we got, 4 or 5 fillies there, and the Denver. 1911, got a filly. 1912 filly. 1914, got quite a few fillies. Denver too. 1915, got a filly and a Denver. And 1916, we got about 3 Denvers there. So we'll pick the best out of these. We'll put them in a book, and like I say, I'll sort through some of the others I got, and we'll do an album fill here sometime in the future. And the very last coin, you can see it sitting here right in the middle, is a pretty nice 1878 San Francisco mint. See the mint mark right there. And it's got a pretty good cartwheel going on there. So I would say, yeah, I don't know if I can get it, not getting it to do it. There we go. Getting it to do the cartwheel there. So I'm saying that's not cleaned. It isn't a BU, I don't believe. It's probably AU. It's got quite a bit of chatter. Of course, most Morgan dollars do. But it's got some wear. Got a little wear on the wing feathers on the rear. But Southern Metal called this a VAM 74. And I'll put a link down in the description taking you to the page for the VAM 74. And a couple of the things, I've got a couple pictures that I took here off my microscope. of the 4th star here. And then on the reverse of the R in trust. And that is a couple of the markers for the VAM 74. And they used the reverse die for several of the VAMs for that this coin. And that R doesn't quite look like the VAM 74 picture they got. If you take a look at the VAM 2.0 page, and there's supposed to be a die gouge, a small one, right behind the eye. And like I said, there's quite a bit of chatter on the cheek, and even under the loop, I cannot see that little diagonal die gouge or whatever that's at the eye on this coin. But the other markers are good, and I compared it to some of the other VAMs that use the reverse, and I believe it was a VAM 19 had an R that looked closer to this one, but it didn't have the 4th star being cut off. And it probably is the VAM 74. I think probably he's right. But the only thing, the marker that I couldn't see is on the eye. And like I say, if it's because of the chatter that's around there, but it really is, it's not like a top 100 VAM or anything like that. So it'll probably just end up in the album or maybe in a flip, just depending if I got another 1878S. But that is a pretty nice coin. Got no complaints for what I paid for it. But that'll finish things off here. Video's probably gotten too long as it is anyway, and I won't do a recap, but you see you got a nice selection of stuff here. A lot of foreign coins that I never had before. And a nice starter lot here for my Barber quarter book. But anyway, come on back again if you see it here. But if you watched it to the end, I got some half dollars to go through. I got 7 rolls sitting here. I'll probably do them next week. And the way it's looking, those are some more of my good half-dollar rolls. So check on back in. Hope you enjoyed the show. Check out Southern Metal here on YouTube. Like I said, he's got a 2,000 subscriber giveaway going on right now. Find the video and get entered. And check out Southern Metal on Tuesday and Thursday nights for his half-dollar hunt live streams. But check on back in here too. Thanks for watching.